What is going on, guys? My name is RhinoHorn18, and today I have another episode of Scary Stories, and this is episode 10, and I'm excited to bring you a pretty awesome story that I just found, and it's going to be exciting. It's a really good story, and in the background we're going to have some 2v2 face-off, flawless gameplay playing to keep you entertained and give you some eye candy there, and there may be some little extra gameplay at the end because I think the gameplay is a little bit short and the story goes a bit long. But anyways, let's jump into this story. So here we go. This story is called Jimmy's First Halloween. Jimmy was a young lad, smart, 8 years old, and paranoid. You see, Jimmy never experienced Halloween. He would eat the leftover candy that his parents gave out. One day, Jimmy and his friend Leo were planning to go trick-or-treating. During free time in his math class, Leo explained all about Halloween. The candy, looking at costumes, thinking about if they wanted to be that guy next year, and especially the rumors. The ghosts, Old Man Jenkins, the graveyard, just to name a few, which freaked Jimmy out. "Don't worry, Jim," Leo said. "They're myths, legends, old wives' tales." Jimmy looked concerned. "What about Old Man Jenkins?" Jimmy asked. "He's just a farmer with an anger problem." "He's actually a nice man," said Leo. So tonight was the night of Jimmy's first Halloween. A windy night, it was that Halloween of '04. Jimmy as Spider-Man, and Leo as a ninja. The parents were going to talk, drink, and converse. Earl, Jimmy's older brother, about 14, took them out to trick-or-treat to tell the boys of a big Halloween rumor. 66 6th Street. 6th Street was a hoodlum area, which held a Halloween rumor that all kids would talk about every Halloween. House number 66, it was an old house made in 1750. It was abandoned in 1883 because of paranormal activity. 221 years later, here it lies, Earl said. More paranormal activity than back then. Want to go in? They had some candy just in case they got hungry, and Earl brought some water and Coke Zero in case they were thirsty. They walked in. It had a cold, empty feel to it. Whispers of past lives could be heard down the hall. The boys were shivering from head to toe. "Hey, what's that?" Earl said. "Ah!" Both of the kids yelled. Earl rolled on the floor laughing hysterically, until the door slammed shut. Earl was paralyzed. A breath of cold air went on Jimmy's neck. "Okay, Earl, enough with the jokes, we get it," said Jimmy. Help me," as Earl was slowly being paralyzed up to his nose. He couldn't talk, but he could still breathe. Leo turned around and started to cry. Earl was slowly dying. He could tell. The rumor was if you were paralyzed in this house, you would be able to breathe, but as soon as they fall asleep, they died. "Come on, Jim," Leo said. Earl said he would stay behind us, so they went. They took some candy and some soda and left the rest for Earl, not knowing that 42% was about to be wasted. They turned to the left hall. They saw a figure, a woman's figure. Her outline was a light blue. You could see her heart beating, throbbing. A white mist followed her as she reached towards the boys. "Come, I know your fate. T." She ended with a T. The boys, too scared to question it, they ran back, but nowhere to go except left. They rammed into the wall near the hallway. They burst through. It was a bedroom. A bed, toys, a lamp. The hole in the wall quickly fixed itself. All of a sudden, the lamp turned on. The lamp had all sorts of shapes, like a horse, stars, circles, and other things. Then a slowly decaying body of a girl around Jimmy's age rose out of the bed. "Play with me? O." Again, ending with another letter. But why? Trying to escape, Jimmy and Leo opened the door. The woman, she stares in their eyes. G, and then she vanished. G, what did she mean? They noticed the girl getting closer to them. They shut the door. They heard a clunk and ran off. They entered the nearest door away from the girl, around the middle. They rested, hoped not to get killed. They had some candy and soda. Jimmy started to cry. He knew Earl was dead. He gets tired easily. He started to worry about his family, his mom, his grandparents, and his dad. His dad was a ghost hunter and also died in this house. He realized this was the room he got killed in. He had no clue what to do. Leo tried to comfort him. "I knew I shouldn't have came. I hate Halloween." "You," Jimmy said. "What did I do?" Leo asked. You tricked into going to Halloween," Jimmy replied. "Yeah, but I never wanted to come here either. I knew the rumors. I didn't want to come." Leo started to burst in tears. "Don't cry, little boy," a voice whispered. "Have a lollipop." A lollipop was passed down from dark shadow. To Jimmy. "We know your father," said the whisper. "He was a very nice man." "Don't eat the lollipop," said Leo. "Why?" asked Jimmy. "Just don't, okay?" Leo said. "Okay," Jimmy said. He looked at the wrapper. "E," it said. "E? H," the whisper said as Leo started to bleed. "What's wrong?" Jimmy asked. All of a sudden, the whisper turned into a very demonic scream. "Die, mortals!" E was written with blood on Leo. R was written in blood on Jimmy. The next day, the newscast was there to do the show. The parents of the victims paid to make them leave, but in Earl's, Leo's, and Jimmy's honor, wind chimes were made, a special kind that has a certain melody to it. So if you bought wind chimes and that have a weird sound to them, know this: Jimmy will be there, together. Alright, so that concludes the story. That was a pretty awesome story, one of my favorites in my opinion. I wouldn't say necessarily the scariest, but it was pretty entertaining and I really liked it. Because I've wanted to go out and go into a haunted house for a really long time. An actual haunted house, not one of the ones that they have actors in and stuff, but those are still fun. Last week it was Friday the 13th or something, and I wanted to go to some haunted house in my neighborhood where I live or something, but I don't really know of any that are near me. That would be really cool to do though, and I want to try that out one day. But anyways, this is wrapping up the video. So if you could please leave a like and maybe even a favorite if this story entertained you, that would help me out so much because it shares on your news feed and all your friends will see that and they'll come over and check out this awesome story. And also go check out the other videos, other scary stories if you haven't seen them already. There's a whole playlist full of them. Alright, well thanks for watching guys. I'll see you next time. Peace out.